the woman whose addiction spiral broke viewers' hearts.
When I left Clint that night, it's like the drugs called me.
To the one who burned her man's belongings in the yard and became a legend. You get what's coming to you. These are the most loved and hated faces in Love After Lockup history. Starting with a cast member whose tragic story became reality TV's most heartbreaking cautionary tale. Tracy Wagaman, known as the Goddess, went from Love After Lockup Season 1's most talked about cast member to one of reality TV's most tragic losses. When Tracy was first introduced, she married Clint Brady literally within hours of being released from prison. Viewers were shocked by how fast everything moved and how quickly it all fell apart.
It's a great feeling to actually be in a regular, simple life with Clint.
From the beginning, Tracy's struggle with addiction shaped her entire storyline. Just hours after marrying Clint, she disappeared. Not for a few minutes, for days. And when she came back, she was arrested again. Despite this devastating start, Clint famously declared, "I love her no matter what," and their toxic cycle continued for years.
You know, me and Clint have a lot of stuff going, and we're doing real good. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's a wake-up call for both of us, because we've been having a lot of problems and fighting over what I was doing.
Their relationship played out over multiple seasons, with both battling severe drug problems and facing repeated arrests. Tracy was arrested for drug possession again in 2019, and even when released, she couldn't stay clean. Viewers briefly hoped for her in early 2020 when she appeared to be getting sober. She started dating someone new and looked healthier in social media posts, but the peace didn't last long.
I went for a parole violation, and I got out because they were overcrowded. I was in this little county jail, and it just ate me alive in there.
In July 2021, just 1 week after giving birth to her second child, Tracy tragically passed away from an overdose. She was only 41 years old. The news shocked the Love After Lockup community. Even fans who had criticized her behavior felt heartbroken, seeing her as someone who never escaped addiction's deadly grip. Unlike cast members who are simply dramatic for camera time, Tracy's struggles were painfully real. She was living her trauma and addiction in front of millions of viewers. But while Tracy's story ended in tragedy, our next cast member turned her own rock bottom into the franchise's greatest success story. Taking the crown as Love After Lockup's most loved cast member is Brittany Santiago, whose powerful journey from broken to beautiful gave us the most inspiring comeback story reality TV has ever seen.
I tell her I wake up in the morning and I ask her, "Are you ready to spend another day trying to fall in love with me?" She says yes, and that's how we do it.
When viewers first met Brittany in Season 2, she was a former inmate reuniting with Marcelino, a poker player who had fallen for her while she was behind bars. But Brittany quickly shattered every stereotype about prison relationships. What made Brittany impossible not to root for was her raw honesty about her past. She never sugarcoated the trauma. Growing up in foster care, battling addiction, experiencing homelessness, losing custody of her children, instead of letting her past define her, she used it as fuel to build something better.
So dealing with addiction is hard. Dealing with a loved one that has an addiction is...
Viewers watched Brittany turn her pain into purpose. She reunited with her children, repaired her relationships with her mother who also struggled with addiction, and became a devoted wife and mother. But she didn't stop there.
Listen, I hurt her, and she didn't validate you. That's okay. You don't need her. I never got a sorry from That's okay.
Brittany pursued a career helping others in recovery and became a published author, sharing her story to inspire people in similar situations. Unlike cast members who chase fame, Brittany stayed grounded and focused on real growth. What truly sets Brittany apart is her incredible empathy. Whether comforting fellow cast members, helping her mother detox, or setting boundaries with toxic friends, she showed genuine emotional intelligence and strength. Brittany proved that love doesn't have to be perfect to be real. Her relationship with Marcelino had struggles, but their commitment to counseling and co-parenting kept them strong. She never hid her flaws, but she always chose growth over excuses.
You can do a lot. You could start telling me the truth. You should start telling me things that I should or shouldn't know, things that you've been hiding from me. You should be honest.
In a franchise often criticized for drama and chaos, Brittany stands as living proof that reality TV can show real transformation. But as inspiring as Brittany's redemption was, our next cast member's quiet manipulation proved that sometimes the most dangerous people are the ones who seem the sweetest. Nicole Bradley earned the title of Love After Lockup's most manipulative cast member through her soft-spoken cruelty that left emotional and financial destruction in her wake. Introduced as Dante's dream girl in Season 3, Nicole appeared sweet and grateful to be out of prison, but she quickly revealed herself to be one of the coldest and most calculating people the franchise has ever seen.
He's a big gentleman. You raised a good man.
I do know that.
From the start, Nicole refused intimacy with Dante while openly admitting she was still in love with her ex-girlfriend, Tia. Despite this, she continued accepting expensive gifts, designer clothes, and electronics from Dante's wallet. When confronted about using him, Nicole expertly manipulated Dante's emotion, insisting he was moving too fast and pressuring her, even though she had already accepted his promise ring and moved into his place.
Dumbass sick.
You trying to
doll is freaking me out.
You can give me my damn phone back and all that I bought. If you in this for what you can get out of it, get the out of here, man.
Fans were split between blaming Dante for being desperate and slamming Nicole for emotionally manipulating a vulnerable man purely for money. The truth was, both were right. When Tia entered the picture, instead of ending things with Dante, Nicole juggled both relationships, claiming she loved them both. The emotional manipulation reached new levels of cruelty.
I'm about to meet up with Deontay, and I haven't told him that Tia's in town right now.
By the time she officially chose Tia, it was crystal clear that Nicole had been using Dante all along. But that didn't stop her from continuing to manipulate him on Live After Lockup.
Take this, yo,
She
bro.
just jabbed.
Like,
I just
for real,
all
dog.
she just said was,
Yeah, you.
please stop, babe. Fuck that.
Marine, don't with me.
No, please.
Yeah, we scared of you. We scared her. You don't scare me. I know goons just like you know goons.
She flaunted her relationship with Tia while still keeping emotional tabs on Dante, making sure he remained available as her financial backup plan whenever needed. While Nicole never committed violent crimes like other cast members, her emotional manipulation and calculated greed left a lasting impression on viewers who recognized her cold-blooded tactics. She represents a new kind of reality TV villain who is not loud or violent, but subtle and ruthless, using fake affection for pure profit.
Well,
He's been very loyal to me throughout my whole bid.
She's been in prison for 4 years for robbery. You wouldn't expect her to be the type of person to rob somebody, you know?
To this day, fans still debate whether Nicole or Dante was worse for dragging out one of the most uncomfortable relationships in the franchise's history. But one thing is certain, Nicole knew exactly what she was doing, and she played the long manipulation game better than anyone else. But as coldly calculating as Nicole was, our next cast member brought something incredibly rare to the franchise that amazed viewers. In a franchise that thrives on chaos and drama, Lamar Jackson from Season 1 brought something incredibly rare. Genuine growth, unwavering loyalty, and emotional maturity that left fans amazed.
Andrea make the kids leave the house, and then she's getting at me. I don't know what the hell she's talking about.
When we first met Lamar, he had just served 18 years behind bars. A former rapper with deep street connections, he was paired with Andrea Edwards, a devout Mormon mother from Utah. The match seemed impossible, but Lamar flipped every expectation. What made Lamar special was his ability to adapt, reflect, and genuinely build a new life. He wasn't performing for cameras. He was a father reconnecting with his daughter and a husband trying to bridge two completely different worlds. Their storyline could have easily become toxic, especially with Andrea's extreme personality and frequent meltdowns. But Lamar showed patience, empathy, and emotional intelligence far beyond what anyone expected.
I can hear you right there.
What? I said back.
If you don't understand where I'm coming from, then why are you with me?
I did understand what you was
always
coming from.
talking bad about me. You need to stop.
When Andrea pressured him to leave California, challenged his parenting, or made controversial comments about his faith, Lamar never responded with anger. He answered with logic, love, and sometimes good humor.
So we should stay in Utah because there's peace, serenity, humongous home. I don't want to get shot.
Okay, Mom, you gotta
People are always getting shot.
Mom, you're taking too long.
What viewers really respected was Lamar's authenticity. He never pretended to be someone else, but he also never shut down the possibility of growth and compromise. He embraced Andrea's children like his own and worked to keep peace, even when his freedom felt threatened.
Her plan was to get me to Utah and then keep me in Utah without me knowing about.
Can we have an agreement? You just stay here for 6 more months.
Lamar's story is about choosing love, choosing growth, and choosing peace after years in survival mode. In a franchise full of drama, Lamar gave us something precious. Proof that redemption is possible, and real love doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. This is nothing compared to our next cast member, whose erratic and frightening behavior left even hardened reality TV fans genuinely disturbed. Heather Gillespie from Love After Lockup Season 3 earned the title of the scariest woman in the franchise's history within just 48 hours of her boyfriend's release.
I'm gonna wait in the car. I'm gonna wait in the car. When you're done doing your interview, you can meet me there. Nope, I need a second.
When Heather first appeared, she seemed like a devoted girlfriend. She had Dylan Smith's name tattooed on her body before his release and was already calling herself Mrs. Smith. But viewers could sense something was seriously wrong from the start.
We haven't spent that much time together before I had gotten locked up. Minimal interaction. After a few weeks, she came to come visit me, and she had...
In the first 2 days after Dylan's release, Heather completely spiraled. She drove recklessly with cameras rolling, exploded in rage when Dylan spoke to other people, and kicked him out of her aunt's house after accusing him of flirting. The mood swings were rapid and terrifying.
See? And this is what I'm talking about. And if that...
Brother, chill. I'm tripping. I might go back to prison my first day out. Can you give me...
Chill!
Fans watched in shock as Dylan, who had been excited to start fresh, later admitted that Heather's behavior genuinely scared him and that he feared for his physical safety. What made Heather stand out was how quickly her fairy tale love turned into a genuine horror movie. Fans called her the scariest woman in the franchise's history, and Dylan's terror was obvious to everyone watching.
You're being crazy right now. You're going to get hurt. Heather, stop the car. Stop the car. I'm telling you to stop. You're being a psycho. Sorry, I put the car in park.
Give me the keys! Don't do this here! No!
You guys gotta back up. You guys gotta back up.
Even after their breakup, Heather continued stalking Dylan on social media, making unverified claims of abuse and posting cryptic messages about betrayal. Dylan has since rebuilt his life as a personal trainer, while Heather disappeared from public view entirely. The network never brought her back, possibly because of how volatile and genuinely dangerous the situation became. While how frightening Heather was, she's still no match for our next cast member whose groundbreaking love story challenged everything viewers thought they knew about relationships. Brittany Graham managed to win over Love After Lockup fans through something the franchise rarely showcases: genuine growth, vulnerability, and revolutionary love. When Brittany appeared in Season 5 with her partner Kerok, a trans man, many viewers initially suspected their relationship might be more fantasy than reality. Those doubts vanished once fans witnessed Brittany's fierce, authentic love.
I wish that, I would have been able to have, my grandmother here or something like that, but...
She knows.
She knows?
Yeah.
You told her?
I got her blessing.
What immediately set Brittany apart was her unapologetic commitment to Kerok's transition and dignity. She refused to let Kerok be reduced to a storyline or spectacle, putting his emotional safety over her own screen time. Their relationship wasn't perfect, but Brittany's openness to learning, her honesty about her own traumas, and her refusal to let reality TV turn their love into a joke made her a fan favorite.
Yeah, girl, all we do is we make a little cute door cover, we put it on there, we lock that.
Many viewers expected Brittany to chase fame or play the typical TV girlfriend role. Instead, she gave us something raw and real. Crying on camera, laughing with Kerok, standing up to critics, and proving that Love After Lockup is messy, but possible.
It's just not fair. I wanna go home.
Brittany not only supported her partner, but she redefined what love looks like when it's rooted in acceptance, growth, and loyalty. In a show dominated by dysfunction, Brittany proved that love, when done right, can be revolutionary. But even Brittany's inspiring love story can't compete with our next cast member, whose boldly manipulative schemes made her the franchise's most shameless con artist. Destiny Folsom from Love After Lockup Season 3 might be the boldest con artist the franchise has ever seen, and she didn't even try to hide it. She entered the show engaged to Sean Osborne, who had been sending her money and waiting for her release like a lovesick puppy. But the moment Destiny walked free, her true nature emerged with shocking clarity.
You owe me, Sean.
I don't know you.
Yeah, actually you do, Sean. 10 for the ring, 10 for the car.
No.
From day one, Destiny seemed way more interested in Sean's wallet than his heart. She racked up thousands on his credit cards, demanded expensive gifts including a car, and constantly hinted that she was talking to other people.
I gotta pay money?
It's like a down payment on a relationship, and it's gonna be fine.
I can, I guess. So far, I spent $35,000 on Destiny. Phone calls, in commissary.
Sean ignored every red flag, even when Destiny physically attacked him, threatened his ex-wife, and flat out admitted she might not marry him. Viewers were baffled watching this man cling to someone who clearly despised him. Eventually, Destiny ghosted Sean completely, stole his car, and went on a joyride. She even missed court dates, leading to more arrests and more drama that Sean somehow still blamed himself for.
That's my car. What are you doing? No. Okay, you better go stop him for real, or I'm gonna stop for real.
Later on Live After Lockup, fans discovered Destiny was actually married to a woman. While Sean moved on with yet another inmate, Destiny reappeared pregnant and as manipulative as ever. She insisted the baby wasn't Sean's but still demanded money from him. Even her own sister warned producers that Destiny was dangerous and purely manipulative. What made Destiny so infuriating was pure, calculated deception. She played the system, played Sean, and played the entire show without a hint of shame.
One at a time, you guys talk. Get it out.
No, then tell her to quit being disrespectful. No, this is how it is. We have a relationship, and either she can respect it or not. That's your problem,
No,
not
that's
mine.
actually, it's gonna be your problem.
No, it's not.
Some fans actually admire her hustle. Most see her as the ultimate villain, a woman who just wanted control and cash. While Destiny was boldly manipulative, our next cast member's fierce loyalty and unforgettable one-liners made her a franchise icon. If Love After Lockup has a cult icon, then it's Angela Gale. Cigarette in hand, landline pressed to her ear, delivering savage one-liners with that unforgettable southern accent. Angela, a mental health professional from Mississippi, fell for much younger inmate Tony in Season 2. At first glance, it seemed like another prison pen pal fantasy gone wrong, but fans quickly realized Angela herself was the real star.
My name is Angela. I'm from Grenada, Mississippi. I'm in a relationship with Tony. When I met Tony, I really wasn't looking for love. I just have a lot of compassion for those that are in prison.
Angela didn't try to be perfect or play the victim. She was messy, reactive, loyal to a fault, and somehow completely self-aware. She knew Tony was playing her, but she held on, not out of desperation, but because she believed people could change.
It breaks my heart. He was begging, pleading, crying. Michelle never responded back. That's funny.
When Tony ran off with prostitutes and disappeared for days, Angela threw his clothes in the yard with a fury that made her instantly relatable. Her legendary quotes became franchise gold. I bought him a phone and minutes.
On the path you're taking. It's very sad for me to watch Tony's things burn. It brought back a lot of memories about.
I bought the damn minutes. Angela represented something rarely seen on reality TV, a working-class older woman who demanded respect. She wasn't perfect, but she never let anyone else pretend they were either. When Tony tried manipulating her emotions, she shut it down immediately. When friends doubted her choices, she acknowledged their concerns without backing down from her decisions. Angela and Tony ultimately split. Fans celebrated Angela's freedom. Today, she remains an iconic part of the franchise, living unapologetically and throwing shade at Tony on social media.
We're done, Tony. The engagement is off.
No.
We're not getting married.
No.
This relationship is over.
What sets Angela apart is raw, loud resilience. She's not your typical reality queen, and that's exactly why fans love her. Angela reminds us that heartbreak can be hilarious, growth can be loud, and even in chaos, you can still be the main character. She didn't find her fairy tale, but she found herself. And that's a good ending.
Are you still wearing your wedding ring?
No, I took it off.
Good, that's a start.
I tied a string on it and I have it hanging in the toilet.
But our next cast member's off-screen trauma became an excuse for on-screen destruction. Bianca De Palo became one of Love After Lockup's most controversial cast members by using her personal tragedy as justification for truly harmful behavior. When Bianca appeared on Love After Lockup Season 5, viewers initially felt sympathy for her backstory. At 23, she had survived a catastrophic DUI crash, and in a cruel twist of fate, her partner Daniel had been convicted for a similar offense.
About 9 months ago, I went out one night with a friend that I hadn't seen in years. I had a few drinks. She offered to take me home. I didn't realize she was drunk.
But what should have been a story of two people healing together quickly turned into something much darker. Despite Daniel's commitment to sobriety, fans were disturbed to watch Bianca drinking heavily around him, completely disregarding his recovery journey.
So I'm just going to ask you, do you think you have a problem with alcohol?
No.
Did you say to him that you did?
I want a green tea shot.
You want to say, oh no.
That's so bad. Maybe I do have problems with alcohol. No.
The breaking point came when Bianca met Daniel's parents. While insisting she rarely drank, she was literally downing cocktails and encouraging Daniel to take shots with her. The emotional damage was visible in Daniel's face.
I really don't drink that much. I mean, I like to come home and have wine or something, or I like to go out and
By November 2024, their relationship had completely collapsed. Bianca accused Daniel of cheating, posting and then deleting screenshots of alleged affairs with other women, including a stripper. She packed up and moved back to Florida.
I'm sorry, I don't want to film anymore. I'm just irritated. Please, I don't.
What made Bianca so controversial was how she used her trauma and settlement money to justify destructive behavior while offering zero support for Daniel's recovery. Some fans felt she weaponized her victimhood to get away with truly harmful actions. Unlike other cast members who are simply dramatic, Bianca's conduct involved serious consequences, specifically undermining someone's sobriety. That puts her in a category all her own. If you think sabotaging someone's recovery is bad, our final cast member's tragic authenticity made her the most heartbreaking figure in the franchise's history. Christiana Roth became Love After Lockup's most heartbreaking cast member through her brutal honesty about addiction and her desperate fight for redemption that fans couldn't help but root for. When we first met Christiana in Season 3, she was a 30-something addict behind bars for burglary who had fallen for John Miller. Their Bonnie and Clyde romance seemed doomed, but fans couldn't look away.
Babe, I was thinking, your first day out, we make it really special, and if it's okay with you, let's do this wedding thing now.
John proposed the moment Christiana stepped out of prison, and they were literally married in the parking lot seconds after her release. What could have been just another prison fantasy quickly revealed itself as something much deeper and more tragic.
It's a little nerve-wracking, Christiana being at the same halfway house, so it is a concern that she could fall into those circles again.
Christiana's raw honesty about her addiction immediately set her apart. She openly admitted to giving up 2 daughters for adoption because of her drug use, and the guilt and shame in her voice was devastating to watch.
Ever since I got out, me and John haven't really had much time together. And it's a scary situation to know that I'm going to be locked behind 4 walls again and in a barbed wire fence, just waiting to get back out to my family that I know is good for me right now.
But redemption stayed out of reach. Within weeks, Christiana relapsed on crack, violated parole, and fled. She was arrested again for burglary and spent nearly a year behind bars, while John allegedly had an affair with her sister. What made fans love Christiana was her brutal honesty about addiction. By November 2023, she was officially discharged from parole, off paper for the first time in a decade. It seemed like a chance for real redemption, but addiction doesn't follow TV scripts.
I so badly want for you to be out. No more prison time.
As of 2025, Christiana's whereabouts remain uncertain, with jail records suggesting continued struggles. John has moved on, engaged to someone new, and is rebuilding his life without her. Christiana battled addiction on camera with a vulnerability that earned both empathy and heartbreak from viewers. Christiana didn't win her fight, but she left an unforgettable mark as the most genuine and heartbreaking story the franchise has ever told.